Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Today is Friday, March the 1st of the month. And we got 9 games on today's schedule. It is kind of a tough schedule overall, but I got 3 picks for you guys. We're going to jump into those picks in just a bit. First, talk about yesterday, guys. We went 1-1-1. We pushed with Charlotte, Milwaukee, and we had Charlotte with the plus 12. Milwaukee won by 12. We pushed there. We lost the OKC Thunder in San Antonio. What a shocker over there, guys. The Thunder lost straight up to the San Antonio Spurs. Shit happens. And we got a winner in the Brooklyn Atlanta game. We had the Nets at home. They won comfortably. So overall, pretty much a break-even night. Tonight, like I said, 3 picks. It is a tough schedule. I did my due diligence though, guys. I think I found some pretty good stuff for tonight. So let's jump right into the action and see if we can come up with some winners. Let's go. All right, our first pick for tonight is going to come in the game between Cleveland and Detroit. The Cavs have been struggling, guys. Just 2 wins in their last 5 games. They're coming off a 9-point loss on the road to Chicago, a game that they had all but won in regulation, but they just could not close out the game. Been having a lot of trouble since the All-Star break. The Cavs on a bit of a downtrend. To make things worse, tonight we see on the injury report, Caris LeVert, Donovan Mitchell, both players listed as questionable. So we do have to check their status. Detroit Pistons, 1 win in their last 5 games, but they have been playing a lot better lately, guys. They are coming off a big win on the road against the Bulls. They were 11-point dogs, ended up winning that game straight up. Before that, guys, just a 2-point loss in New York in a game that they should have won. And prior to that, just a 3-point loss in Orlando. So Detroit has been performing at a pretty high level the last 3 games. Tonight, they are 9-point dogs. Obviously, guys, it is very tough to come up with a play on a side here since we don't know if Caris LeVert and Donovan Mitchell are going to be playing. While I'm recording this video, they are still listed as questionable. What I did find in this game, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for a play on the team total here for Detroit. I'm going to go under the number here. Detroit, if you exclude the last game that they played in Cleveland, which was pretty high scoring, Cleveland won that game 128-121. The previous matchups between these 2 teams have been extremely low scoring. Detroit has had trouble putting points on the board against Cleveland. And I think tonight, even if LeVert and Mitchell don't play, Cleveland, if they're going to want to be competitive and win this game, they're going to have to make it into an ugly ball game. Very defensive-oriented type of game. Detroit, I think, is going to have trouble putting points on the board here. I'm going to take the team total here under 106.5 with some pretty good confidence. All right, my second pick of the night is going to come in the game between Indiana and New Orleans. These 2 teams played against each other in Indiana just a couple nights ago. The Pacers won that game by 9. It was a tough spot for the Pelicans. They won the second night of a back-to-back. Taking on a run-and-gun basketball team like Indiana is never easy on the second night of a back-to-back. Pelicans could not keep up, dropped that game by 9. The Pacers overall have been uptrending as well. They've won 4 out of their last 5. They've been playing some pretty good basketball, and they're currently 7th in the East. They're involved in a battle there. The 4th place Knicks and the 8th place Miami Heat, they just have a 1.5 game difference between each other. So there's a battle taking place in the Eastern Conference. So every game is important for a team like the Indiana Pacers. The Pelicans, they've won just 2 out of their last 5. They've been downtrending. They're also involved in a battle in the West. They're currently 6th. Just a half game ahead of the Dallas Mavs and the Sacramento Kings. This is a game, guys, that the Pelicans are really going to have to get if they want to keep the direct bid into the playoffs. And tonight looks like a good spot for New Orleans if you take in consideration Dallas is playing in Boston. Chances are Dallas won't win in Boston, and Sacramento is also playing in Minnesota. So this is a game that New Orleans will have to get. The good news for the Pelicans is they have had a day off since that game in Indiana. They're at home and finally healthy. They have been struggling with a bunch of injuries lately. They should have their full roster available tonight. And I like him in this spot, guys. I'm going to take New Orleans here. This is a revenge game from a couple nights ago at home and at full strength. I like the Pelicans here minus the 5. All right, and our third and final pick of the night is going to come in the game between Milwaukee and Chicago. The Milwaukee Bucks, guys, red hot 4-game winning streak, finally playing up to their potential. The team is not only scoring the ball at a high clip, they haven't had a problem pretty much all season scoring the ball. The problem has always been on the defensive end, but lately they have been locking down. The last 3 games they held the opposition to less than 100 points. So Milwaukee, guys, looking good on both ends of the floor. The only negative here, guys, for the Milwaukee Bucks can be their third game in 4 nights. Also, second night of back-to-back with travel. They were in action last night in Charlotte. Chris Middleton still not available, even though Doc Rivers said he will be joining the team tonight. He'll probably join the team tonight in Chicago. We'll probably play in one of the next couple of games. The Chicago Bulls have won 2 out of their last 5. They've had a pretty tough schedule. They have been playing pretty well overall, guys. Pretty stable team in their performances. Chicago always plays hard. Their last game, guys, double OT win on the second night of a back-to-back against Cleveland. Very impressive for the Chicago Bulls. They're 4-point dogs tonight. They have had a day's rest. The Chicago Bulls. Now, guys, for those of you wanting to bet on the Bucks, I'd be a little careful. Since I said this is a tough scheduling spot for Milwaukee, we might have a last-minute surprise. I wouldn't be surprised if even last minute they hold out Giannis here. Like I said, this is a tough scheduling spot for the Bucks. The Bulls are also, this is also going to be the third game in 4 nights, but they have had a day off. My pick in this game, what I see happening here, guys, since both teams are on their third game in 4 nights, I think the legs might be a little tired. Not much defense being played here. I'm going to look for a play on the total here. I'm going to go over the number, the over 221.5. Now, guys, closer towards tip-off, if Giannis gets ruled out, this line will drop. That is when I will really like the over even more. But for the video's sake right now, I like the over 221.5. I think this game will go over this number. Will soar over this number, to be exact. And these are my thoughts and my 3 picks for tonight on this Friday night. Quick recap, guys. Going to take the Detroit Pistons team total under 106.5 points. Going to take the Pelicans minus the 5. And also the over on the Milwaukee-Chicago game. Overall, guys, it is a pretty tough schedule. So be a little careful with tonight's bets. Anyways, guys, with that being said, I am going to wrap up the video right here. I'm going to wish you all good luck on your plays, and I'll see you again in tomorrow's video. Have a good one. Later.